Welcome to episode number 2 of Wisconsin Valley. Here we have the forest industry right there, the farm industry right here. We have some housing, some commercial, your stores, your convenience stores, your public elementary school, your clinic, and your public library. We will be expanding on this today. So, we are in need of some residents. It's overlapping too much. There we go. So then we'll add a house right there. Kind of make it suburbanized, have a little space in between some houses. So they will eventually be built. And we will be there we go for that. Gonna add a house right there. So it will slowly build as it goes on. Kind of make it suburbanized within this area and to not make them all clumped together. There's going to be some open gaps. I know they're not really too happy about it. Because then also, within those gaps, there we go. Go. There we go. There we go. So adding some parking throughout the city. There's a clinic and everything, and it's nearby. So just to add some parking there. Add we'll add this. That way it doesn't say, hey, you need some water in these areas. Be like, no, we don't. Some more power distributed, unless it's not going to accept it. And this hasn't been touched yet, so curious to see. We'll add don't have enough money. It's 10,000. We're getting up there. And that looks kind of aesthetic to my opinion of having some gaps. And then there's, a couple of parks. Got some parking here for the public library and the clinic and stuff within the area. And what we will do is upgrade some of the roads to add sidewalks. There we go. We're increasing the value of our city. And that's the goal, is to increase the value. Having people come here, wanting to come here. There. I think what we should do, build more residents. I am slightly, but we're also getting into these issues of economics too as well. So yeah, of course I need to build more homes, but oh, that can't be. There. There we go. So there we go with that. So we'd have to move the public library in order for me to upgrade it. There, now it's back. There we are with that. Yes, we'll do this whole thing of housing. For right now. So that's all taken care of. And it's just the electricity that's the issue. That's 19,000. We took out a 60. We're gonna take out a $20,000 loan, and we're gonna create more power. I think I'm gonna do it right over here. Not enough educated workers. Because I know we need a high school. Where would this fit? That's the thing. if I bulldoze a house or whatnot, that is fine too. But we will fill in the areas where we can with houses. Now, since we kind of know what we're doing, and that they really need workers overall. And we need our city to grow. That is the main thing, allowing the city to grow. But we're at Boomtown 2400, where we get recycling, iron ore specialization, transport. Another area where we can unlock level 3 unique buildings, a bus, recreational use of, other things. We get some new roads for the highways, for junctions, more roads, more bus lanes and everything, and then we get different services. We get the two-way tolls, the one-way toll, the wind turbine that goes in the water, the bus depot, child health care, elder care, cemetery, and that is everything within Boomtown. I will be right back. They may not like it, but they will. That's for a good use. Maybe I'll bulldoze that. They may not like it, but they have these little ones holding their parking lot. Then I'll just so I have to move the parking lots. I may have to there. This the orientation needs to be switched a little bit. There we go. Go with that, and then what we will do is mark this a little bit of commercial right here, since the only part of commercial is right there. So we'll add a little bit more, and may just kind of keep that wide open, so it has to be moved over for more jobs. That way it's not in like the main road here, because I'm going to expand it. That way there's more free flow when it comes through there. And then kind of just gonna do it all the way down to there. And keep it nostalgic of the dirt road for the farming. And this is the tolls that we could add if we so choose to, but I'm not going to. We'll make sure that it's in the catchment of all that, and we did get our forestry to come in, which is nice. We will expand it a little bit more. And we'll do that. So we do have some forestry. 0 jobs available, so they are filling up quite quickly. It's not operating yet, but eventually it will. And we will keep the wind turbines as is. There's that. And now we're just looking at the sea. But we will add a facility once that area so be able to add some healthcare down here. That's what we'll do. We will add some more houses at the end. I'll add one more small area for commercial. And then these areas will be healthcare. And seems to want to fill it up right up. So there we go. So good on that. All right. And then what I'm thinking is just kind of not have it connected. Maybe have a smaller road. Go like right there. We'll have some policies. So you'll add some houses. Kind of add it up there. That'll probably go a lot quicker than over here because it's part of farming district. And they are native workers too as well. Yeah, we're kind of in a bunch right now. Here comes some money. And 2 households, 3. So that would be by Farming World. Taking care of that. We're gonna have to increase the taxes a little bit. And then we will increase money quite a bit. Or potentially could just put it here. Right there. And then gonna have these houses near the lumber industry. There we go. There we go. We're gonna get elementary school out there at least, so that way they can get educated. We'll have to wait until that comes, because then we're gonna put it right here. Right next to it, like a grocery store or convenience store. But this is looking pretty good. Could a cemetery, it's just random. I'll be able to take transport. one of these things is trying to take rid of these and that will kind of help that out. 32. So that will keep that portion kind of busy. There we go. And that will be a conclusion almost of, we'll add some more trash so I can go where they need to go. I respectfully know traffic is going to be right there. That's going to be the busiest. Otherwise, it seems like it's free flowing, and this gets kind of congested a little bit. But what we can do with that, and do that instead. That way they're in. I don't have to worry about all the jazz of it can go through, and unless if it's their contacts and everything is right there. Kind of expanded this a little bit. We'll expand it a little bit more, as this is kind of like countryside of things. So it's a lot of farm families that are back here. There we go. And that will be kind of the conclusion part of this episode, so to speak, as we've expanded this quite a bit, and we expanded the farms on adding some residential, kind of branching off of it a little bit, and then this little bit of residential by the lumberyard kind of to match that a little bit, but not too fancy or anything, and having this city downtown right here, having the strip being completely full or empty of buildings, and having residential and everything around it, and trying to get our healthcare, everything else for the amenities inside of the city itself. So hopefully you appreciate this video, and see you on the next one.